Today on Look What Just Found. Today is episode 220. And yesterday, well, I had 3 rolls left from a bank run that I did several months ago. And now I have 2, this one plus another one left. And yesterday's was so dirty that it got me wondering if, all these rolls are from the same person. You know what I mean? Just there was some copper in there, and there was a good there was an 82. If you watch episode 219, you'll see there was I think we got an 82 small date zinc. Yeah, same. And this is how you can tell when they're from the same person. Obviously, the wrapper helps, right? If they're the same type of wrapper, that's an indication. But also, if you start to see the same types of pennies in there, right? So this one you can see has the same from 209 episode 219 has the same type of marks, corrosion, gook. Has it also looks like it has the same ratio of zinc to copper. So it's a good indication that these are from the same person. And so on some rolls you might find a wheat cent or 2 cents, and then you find another roll and it looks dissimilar. Like, oh, I wonder if there's a wheat cent in this one too. So I like to do that. It makes me think about the person who wrapped the pennies. And we're going to see if 2015, if there's any doubling on the obverse. This is a key variety. Maybe a little closer I need to go. And it becomes an interesting comparison. I do have another, like I said, I have one roll left. Which I will probably do tomorrow just to get, what they call tied in a knot, finish that one off. And then I really need to start thinking about my next bank run, which I really want to go to the branch, which I haven't been there in a while. Where I got the I keep calling them stutter strikes. If you watch the video where I ask for help to identify the coins, I did some of my own research. Again, another 2015. I have to remember to look at the head also and the clothing for doubling or other marks. Sometimes I just look at the letters in the field, and that's a bad habit. I have to look at the T. I have to see if that is a die spike or crack or break. Let me look at those under the loop. So first the T. I'm going to say no to any damage, mint issue. And then the spike is dirt. Okay, so nothing on that one. So we haven't found anything, and everything's been zinc. Maybe this is the first copper. Let's see. I don't think so. I think the next one's copper. It's just dirty. See, and this is Now the question is, does it really matter? Is it a turnoff if the pennies are dirty like this? I would have to say yes. If you're doing coin roll hunting like I'm doing here, because it's really going to distract you from, well, it distracts me from recognizing whether or not there are errors. So that's one of the problems with the dirty ones. And of course, it might also detract from the any kind of value in relationship to conditions. We have our first copper though, so that's good. 95. There's any doubling on the obverse? It's a key variety. That 5 looks like it has machine doubling. Now I have to look at the T. One of the T's. Let's check out that 5. I have to look at it under the loop. So far, I'm not impressed. Yeah, it's got that. I guess it has machine doubling on the 5. So now I really don't. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I put it here. I'll look on eBay, right? And I'll show you what 1995 DDO penny. I'll show you what it's really supposed to look like. Huh. Oh, this one's graded. Double die obverse FS 101. And then there's another one that's going. I just want to find a good example. This guy doesn't even zoom in on this. Wherever the doubling is, that's crazy. All right, so I also want to look at the other one that's in auction, just to compare the two. Huh. This one has bids. I find this so. See, to me, this is very intriguing and interesting, because this is how we learn, you know. Because some of these, what they call in doubling, this guy has a crappy picture. Huh. Like, I'm over here trying to find a good example, and I'll be honest with you, I think they. Oh, here goes one for 300. I think that are they all D's? Are these all D's? No, they're not. And I have to be honest with you, they look a little oh, this one's pretty good. I guess this one's better than mine, I'm assuming. All right, so let me show you now, okay? We'll start from the beginning. All right, put my glasses on. So this might actually be a valuable penny. That's the funny part. I'm over here, I'm ready to chuck it because I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like a good doubling. But meanwhile, that slight doubling is the double. All right, so let's all right. So that's it. That's the double. This guy wants $1,000. Now, want to look at mine real quick? And we'll come back to mine. Let me let me get this over with looking at the, okay, so that's that one. Has a slight doubling on the 5, which to me is machine doubling, but I guess according to the grading company, it's FS1 DDO. Let's go to the next one. This dude, you can't even see it. And he's got bids. He's got bids. I mean, this thing might go for, and look, I'm sorry, man. This is a crappy picture. It's not even showing you. Okay, the next one. Again, crappy picture. 23 bucks. No best offer, nothing. Just, take it and like it, And then there's this one, which I thought this one was a better one. To me, I thought this was one of the better DDOs. Or maybe even the best one out of the four. He wants 300 best offer. He might break your hand off for 150 bucks on it, And even the D looks doubled. So to me, that was the best one out of all of them. So let's look at it a little closer. And I think, you see, now this is what I try to express. Yeah, you can see the doubling underneath it, around it. This is what I try to express when doing the videos, is that only through these types of exercise, that was an exercise, what we just did right there, by looking up what things are selling for in auction and buy it now. That's an exercise. And I would not have known had I not done it, right? You probably would not have known had you not done it, unless you're very familiar with the 1995 DDO dash, what is it? 101, 10, and that one says 103. The last one we saw said 103. And you can see the doubling around the 5. It's very obvious, even around the other 9s. So of course, the next question is, hey, Jess, what's that worth? First of all, this penny's in great condition. Let me look at that little stain right down here. I wonder if that'll come off with a polishing cloth or not. Like if it's just a piece of dirt on the edge or not. No, I didn't think so. So that'll affect the grade. But I'm going to put this as even, you can see even on the head has some of the clad is being rubbed off. I don't know. This would probably still be an MS coin, maybe a 62, maybe 63. I think it's better than AU, in my opinion. And then the doubling, I think, is legit to be whatever it is, a 101, 02, 03. If you know, you let me know in the comments below. Let me hit it with the light. See if that helps or hurts. Maybe I can use this for the thumbnail. So we have a legit MS Mint State penny, other key variety with obvious, and I guess that's how they do the doubling. So you can see the one that they're selling that's at 10 bucks with 18 hours is not as nice as this one, in my opinion. So I'm going to put this at, I don't know, 20 bucks. I'll put that as a 20 bucker. So you found a $20 penny, right? I mean, even if it's $10, right? Let's say, hey, Jess, that's not 20, it's 10. Man, imagine finding a $10 penny in a 50-cent roll. Because really, you take that one out, the roll is still 49 cents, right? Which, in my opinion, is basically free. Right? That is really, people throw pennies on the floor. I see them every day. I go walking. I see pennies on the floor. I don't even pick them up anymore. I used to pick them up for the channel. And I stopped doing it probably a while ago. On the 2000, I have to look at that Liberty in a second. You see, that all looks like machine doubling. You see that in the Trust and partially in the Liberty. All right, no white AM. That's number one. Yeah, a bunch of machine doubling. But come on, seriously? Okay. This is not a variety where it matters for some reason. Right? The 2000, you know, well, I shouldn't say that. I would have to look. I'm not going to do that exercise right now. If I wanted to, what I would do is I would look at sold on that one. No, here goes another 95. You see, and I see the little circle under the 9 there. I'll look at it just to double check. I don't see any doubling here. All right, let's look at the other 95. So this is a pretty cool. It's another exercise, right? So we're going to compare the two. And it could have something to do with the clad, how the clad is laid down, or there you can see it there. But here it doesn't have it. Yeah, that's the best. I guess that's the best picture right there. Right there. We're gonna make that to the thumbnail. So I'll hold on to this one. I'll make a short video later on it, because again, it's pretty obvious that it has value. Maybe $10, $20. No white AM. No other errors. And one copper so far. (2015). Philadelphia, if it has any doubling on the obverse, it's a key variety. I don't see any. So these are this was a good video, or is a good video. In that we found 99D. We found another key variety, and we saw what they're selling. It just happened to be that there was an auction with bids on it. And I see that in the mouth. You see that in the mouth? Wow, what a weird mouth. I guess that's the way his mouth looks. Maybe he had no teeth. So weird. Is that normal? Find another one. Yeah, guess so. Well, no, he looks like he has lips in this one. Looks like he has no lips in that 87. I'm going to hold on to that 87 until we find another 81 to look at the comparison. He looks like he has no lips in that one. I like how it goes over his eyes like a patch. This is post mint damage. It's just cool looking. Maybe I'll do a little video on it later. Well, I'm saying it's post mint damage. I really don't know if it's post mint damage or not. I'm going to assume it's post mint damage. So we're looking for an 87 preferably, but we'll take any 80. Right? Does he look like? Yeah, he looks like he has lips there in the shield sense. Yeah, he looks lipless here. I noticed it right away. I was like, why does he look so weird? And I was like, there's this like discoloration in front of it. And look at his chin, how protruded his chin is. I was like, I wonder if it's an error. Well, we'll find out. How about here? He has lips here? Nah. You see the older pennies? He's lipless. 77. I got a second copper. Well, no. Even in the copper one, his upper lip protrudes a little bit more. This one is, yeah, something's wrong with his face. They get a second copper. Here's an 89. How about you? Are you lipless? Yeah, I guess you're pretty lipless. Anyway, I don't know. I'd have. Let me. I'll type in. Uh, Penny. What is it? What year is it? 89. No lips. I made it up. Yeah, he looks pretty lipless in all of them. I could show you. I guess it's just the way the penny looks. I mean, there might be a slight error there, maybe the way the strike or something like that. But that's why I used the penny mats to see if I can to help identify the varieties. If not, like that 95, I would have no idea. So, what do you think this is? This is another good exercise. Do I even need to pull out the scale? Is this a copper or is this a zinc? Has some corrosion there. Pretty common with copper. That green, right? Like the Statue of Liberty turned green. So what do you think? If you wanna pause for a second and look at the picture, pause it before I give the answer. It's zinc. It's zinc because of the clad. You see the little bubbles on it? And watch, I'll prove it. I'll get out the scale, and it should say 2.5, something like that. 2.54, 53, 52, 51. Yeah, so that's how I knew what it was. And it's a large date, Philadelphia, with damage on it. I will put it to the side because we don't have much to show for this video so far. I mean, honestly, the 195 DDO is probably one of the better finds that I found in a while. So all you need is one good find, right? If I put that up for auction, it's probably going to go for $10. You saw the other one that with those crappy pictures, and the guy had $8 with $9 with I'm gonna say that's gook in between the columns, so I'm not gonna start cleaning or anything like that. So doing little exercises while penny roll hunting, it's pretty important. And I think I did two good examples of it today between the 1995 and the so I was 2001. I was supposed to look for the wide AM. You see how I threw it out without looking for the wide AM? Now, if this would have had the wide AM, it's a $10 penny. And but I remembered I don't even have the mat up, which of course I'm so. Oh no. It's not 2001. I'm sorry. It's 98, 99, and 2000. So I was wrong. I apologize about that. See how important mats are? See, third copper? Nah. This isn't copper either. It's close. 83. Some people like weighing the 83s. I mean, you know, I do it sometimes. 59. Here we go. Very nice. First Lincoln Memorial, right? The 58 is the last wheat cent. Oh, 92. Who remembers the key variety for 1992 by memory? If this is a close AM, it's a $50 to $100 penny. It is not a close AM. It's a wide AM. A very wide AM, actually. $19.94. If there's any doubling on the reverse, it's a key variety. And of course, when you do research on a coin, it takes time. It's probably one of the reasons why a lot of people don't do the research during their videos. Some people do, but most don't. It takes time. Oh, 66. There's any doubling on the obverse. It's a key variety. It's a weird one. Let me look at it under the loop before I start going nuts. Wow. All right, I'm going to put this for the end. It looks like it has doubling on the in the words. It's just so dirty. I'm going to clean it up with just some alcohol at the end. But it did look like it had some doubling on some of the letters. Oh, wow. And it's copper. That's a beauty. See, to me, when I see only the top part and the other side, to me, it reminds me it's either a mint error, right? But that it got caught in something, right? In a feeder, right? Something that would not touch, only touch the high points. None of the low points got touched. A little bit over here, but basically none of the low points got touched. So it could be that it was stuck in something, right? And it's just going back and forth, right? So the bottom, which was in the collar, right? The bottom that was in the collar. So this is probably a feeder error, right? Because it was in the collar and it was trying to feed it out, and it just would not. It would not expel the coin. So it just kept going back and forth, and it damaged only the high points, right? Because the high points were too high to be fed through the machine. So that's why most of the field is empty, and that's why the bottom is clean. So this is most likely a mint error, a feeder mint error, and it's beautiful. Now, could I be wrong? Could it be a feeder from the bank? Um, I guess so. I guess there's other types of feeders that it could be from, but the whole thing with a collar and all that makes most sense with a mint error. Hmm. Is that the rubber wheel, Otis? That would be a big one. I don't think so. I think the one you says the rubber wheel is a very thin semicircle black line. But Otis will let us know in the comments. I'm going to say no to what's it called? Wheel counter damage. Here's another damaged one. Look at that under the loop. That's probably post-mint damage. You see, and just like that, it's over a half an hour. We're not done with the penny roll. And, you know, now this one is really weird. All right. Like I said, I don't usually weigh the 83s. I'll weigh it just for the heck of it. 2.5. So I guess there's a copper 83 out there somewhere. This is not it. This is zinc. You just tell by the clad. 98. So this is the 98. This has a wide AM. It's worth some money. No wide AM. $10. 2015. There's any doubling on the front? Nope. Another 2015. No doubling. All right, what's this? Our third copper? No, we have other ones. We have one, two, two. We have four. This is our fifth copper, which would be so far 10% copper. I think we have one or two more. $98. If this is white AM, it's not white AM. I'm gonna say not copper. Yeah, I think so. Look how the right into the rim. You can see the letters in the rim. Oh no, it's not the letters. It's damage. I had to look at it under the loop. No, it's just damage. It's damage on the rim. It just happened to be right next to the I and the N. It looked like it lined up, but it's not. All right, another nice copper. 69. No floating roof. No weak FG. Okay. And last but not least, let's see. Where are my alcohol wipes? This would be a good one for the paint stripper. Come on. I know you're here somewhere. Oh, there you go. All right, let's see what's what. What? All right, I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Like I said, so I looked at it underneath the loop, and they did appear to have doubling on it. I mean, could it be deteriorated dye? Well, we'll find out in a second. Might as well do the whole penny, right? It takes a little polishing cloth. If anything's left on top of the surface, maybe just wipe it off. So if you remember how the penny looked before, it was like gray and green and really, really super dirty. And let's see, without even looking for the doubling, let's just see how a little alcohol. So this is another um, exercise, right? Cleaning of or conserving. You can call this conservation if you want, because really you're not really damaging the coin. All right, not bad, not bad for a 1 penny and whatever they cost, 5 cents each alcohol wipe. You can always say just buy a bottle for $1. All right, so we're looking for doubling, and where I thought I saw it in the letters, right? Because it's a 66. Let's see how close I can get without it getting blurry. What do you think? Let me look at it under the loop. It also has the lamination error. I mean, it has the lamination error. I shouldn't say also because I don't know about the doubling yet. So the T appears to show it the best. The first T in trust. And then I'm going to say the N and G. So we have the N, the G, and the T. I'm going to see if I can get a little closer. How about the light? Will that help? Maybe. All right, the N. All right, so I'm losing some resolution there. I think I see some doubling in the N. And the G, the bottom of the G. And you can see the lamination error I was telling you about right there. See the lines? But I think where it looked most like doubling is the T. Now, the question is is it deteriorated die or is it a double die? Well, let's check out what the DDO 1966 what they're looking like. $10. I'm just gonna see it here. All right, here we go. This one's an auction. And I'll let you see it. It's kind of along the lines of mine. See, I think my T is better, but you can see it a little bit in the U, maybe that T. And he's saying that that's DDO. So I'm trying to find one that's more. How about graded? Any graded ones? Let me see. Circulated, proof, business strike, certificate, grade, ungraded. All right. So there's a few grade. There's two graded. There's a bunch of them graded. All right, let's look at these graded ones. Let's go to highest first. Oh, it's only one. All right, that's weird. All the ones that came up are the Kennedy half dollars. So there's only one graded. And it's not graded. He just put graded. It's not. All right, so let's just go highest first on the 66 DDO pennies. I mean, these nuts are asking for hundreds of dollars. They don't show not one good picture. This one has 31 watchers. All right, let's click on the one with 31 watchers. Oh, I see. All right. So let's look at this. So he wants $750 best offer. You see the T. He's got 31 watchers. The problem is you pay, a few $100 for this. You send it out to get graded, and it comes back it's not a DDO. So I showed you that one. Let's look at ours again. Yeah, I mean, I think this is as good, if not better, than most of them online, especially that N. Look at that N. me shut off the light over here. I think it's making the camera go out of whack. Yeah. Yeah, look at it in the N, the D, the W. So, very, very good. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't even going to do this this penny roll because yesterday's was so dirty that I was like, but I wanted to prove a point that, don't dismiss dirty penny rolls. Remember, so now so far it looks like we found 2 key varieties. Is this it? No. Yeah, the 95 and now the 66. So even if they're $10 a piece, which they might be more than that, you're talking about, $20. I bet you this coin could sell for $20 easy. 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 I just have to take the pictures underneath the microscope that I got. Yes, I know I have to do videos on it. I have another TV in the office that I don't use. It's like a spare in case something happens. I could just switch the computer onto it. So I think what I'm going to do is, just for future reference, you can hold me to it if you want. But within the next month or two, I'm just going to put the microscope on the other TV and call it a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed this video episode. What was it? 220. Look what can be found in a single penny roll. I found it very interesting, and these are 2 keepers, the 95 and 66. So God bless. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.